Thank you for staying tuned to Ebru Africa this morning. I'm Cherotich Kenei. This is the business segment where we take a look at the stories making way across the business scene. Now we begin things off in North Africa. Now a Libyan rebel leader has said the oil tanker seized by the U.S. Navy belongs to the peoples of Libya's eastern region and called on the Greater Arab League to intervene. Ibrahim Jathran and his followers are seeking greater autonomy for the eastern region and have blocked several ports in the area since last year.
U.S. Navy SEALs boarded and took control of the oil tanker that escaped from a Libyan port last weekend. Libya's acting oil minister Omar Shakmak in Tripoli said the tanker will be returned to a government-controlled port and will be dealt with accordingly.
When this tanker reaches one of the ports, it will be under the control of one of the companies of the petroleum agency, and it will be dealt with according to the existing system of technical processes through which the fuel will be unloaded.
Libya has exported between 100,000 and 120,000 barrels per day of oil in the last 2 weeks. The country's exports have been well below its capacity of around 1.25 million barrels per day since July 2013, when militias and protesters began blocking its major oil export terminal and oil fields.
Production is less than 240,000 barrels, a part of which is sent to some refineries, which have limited capabilities. Oil exports in the past 2 or 3 weeks was between 100,000 and 120,000 barrels per day, which is considered our lowest production level.
Rebel leader Ibrahim Jathran's latest attempt to export oil independently off Tripoli turned sour after the commando team boarded the Morning Glory tanker near Cyprus.
إنه في صباح يوم 17 مارس 2014
On March 17th this year, the news reporters say the U.S. Navy had attacked an oil tanker that left Libyan waters 2 days before, which was carrying oil shipment from the ES Saida port in Barca province, after it had left the Libyan waters under the protection of Libyan Maritime Protection Forces and Barca Defense Forces.
Jathran called for the international community to help build up state institutions. While Jathran's oil sale proved unsuccessful, the episode led to the dismissal of Libyan Prime Minister Ali Zaidan, who fled to Europe last week.
Now moving further east in matters Africa still. Now, although a report by Ernst & Young has indicated that banks in Kenya have the worst customer service globally, most Kenyans have a lot of confidence in their banks. Now, further still, the survey shows that there is a 61% customer confidence in the African banking industry.
The survey, which involved 32,000 banking customers in 43 countries, has given Kenyan banks tips on what to do to increase their customer confidence. Things are better in Kenya as 66% of Kenyans feel at home with their banks. The number is also high in Nigeria, where customer confidence stands at 69%.
We are seeing increases of up to 66% in customer confidence in Kenya. In Nigeria, we are seeing up to 69%. This is almost more than double on what we are seeing from a global perspective. And maybe this reflects that our markets are different. Our customers here are more confident with their banks, perhaps a reflection that they are slightly happier with what their banks are delivering.
The survey also shows that Kenya is still among the leading countries in Africa in terms of mobile banking. Akshay Shah of Ernst & Young says more Kenyans are embracing technology-incorporated banking.
And also, if you look at the way customer segments are changing, we're finding an increasing number of segments are growing, which are more technology and mobile savvy. And interestingly, these customers are finding that traditional banks actually offer a little or no advantage compared to your new providers. So that means that the traditional banks have to work even harder to try and get these customers and even retain them.
EY also identified opportunities that would lead to more customers for Kenyan bankers. Some of those discussed were simplifying the whole banking process, helping Kenyans make the right decisions where their money is concerned, and giving rewards to loyal Kenyans to boost confidentiality.
Help Kenyans make the right financial decisions. It's interesting here, if you look at the middle column there in terms of what Kenyans are really particularly looking for, Kenyan consumers, investing in my financial well-being is pretty key. Interestingly, right the way down the list, number 7, there's a 90%, which is around reward me for being a loyal customer. And we think, having gone through the stats, that a lot of this actually is the impact of the mobile telcos who've come in, who've brought a lot of people, as you've heard, into the whole banking network.
The financial experts have urged bankers to come up with security systems to curb financial crimes which have been on the rise over the recent past.
Now, in Kenya still, social television, devoted social media and the rise of WhatsApp are some of the trends to watch out here in Kenya, at least for the next 2 years. Now, according to a new report published by Nendo and Strategy, a storytelling consultancy firm, as our reporter Sam Gakunyi finds out, with the growing interest, even the government of Kenya will be getting on board, to catch up with the trends.
The allure of Twitter and Facebook have hit home in Kenya for the last 2 years, besides significantly changing and shaping Kenya's social media space. Then came in the instant messenger WhatsApp application. The rapid increase in using the app is predicted to set pace for more interactive communication in business and customer service.
It will change business, and we expect enterprises and even the news media houses in Kenya and East Africa to begin to adopt that as a way to interact with their customers and with their viewers. The second trend of the 15 that we see is one of the bigger ones to note.
The big one to note, according to the report, is how social media have changed television viewership in Kenya. Everybody using a smartphone is expected to have the urge of directly participating in television programs.
They want to create, they want to participate, they don't want to sit and just watch a news bulletin. But how can this audience actually dictate what's on the news bulletin, right? Because the news is for them. Now, what happens when they express their stake in it and are seen not maybe as an audience to consume something, but as a community to contribute to this final outcome.
1 year on after a devolved system of government was rolled out in Kenya, a devolved social media experience is another aspect to watch out for. The government that has been dubbed the digital government is right at the center of it all.
With 4 million people leaving schools within the next 4 years, this administration has to contend that if there are 1.2 million people now on Facebook, then there will be about 5 million later. If there are 11 million internet users, there will be 15 million internet users because they are leaving school into a space that's digital. Our strategic plan plans until 2017.
If the government is digital, it goes without saying that corporates in Kenya are on a catching up race. Don't be surprised if the board of governors will incorporate directors in charge of social media.
Now, this could be an evolution of corporate communications or marketing or corporate affairs, but we expect that it's going to become clear that at that level, at a very senior level in enterprise and organizations today, we'll see that. After the 2013 general election, we saw it, for example, at State House with Mr. Itumbi's position as Director of Digital and Diaspora.
Social media inclusion in Kenya's society saw the 2013 general elections, the Westgate attack, and the celebration of Kenya's 50th anniversary trend on Twitter worldwide. Now to cashing in on such mega social media influences remains the next big thing to look out for as social media revolution and evolution continues.
In matters Arabian now, delegations from Iran and 6 world powers gathered in Vienna for talks aimed at resolving nuclear dispute. The talks that ended yesterday were aimed at reaching a long-term settlement over the Western allegations that Iran is seeking nuclear weapons.
The Palais Coburg in Vienna is the venue for talks it's hoped will resolve the international row over Iran's nuclear ambitions. Delegations from Iran and 6 world powers are hoping to make headway. Iran's supreme leader is said to have given carte blanche for Iranian negotiators to provide guarantees the country's nuclear program is peaceful. The question now is whether the crisis over Ukraine will spill over because of the rift between Russia and the West. The 6 world powers involved are the US, France, Germany, Britain, China and Russia. Diplomats say there's no sign yet the worst East-West confrontation since the Cold War will damage the search for a deal to end the Iran nuclear dispute. There was no indication of such a spillover 2 weeks ago during expert-level talks. Since then, the US and EU have imposed sanctions on Russian and Ukraine officials over Crimean secession moves.
That story wraps up our bulletin today, but join us tomorrow for more. Up next is Table Talk. New Line Limited, your one-stop shop for elegant and comfortable office furniture. New Line responds to your expectations for office furniture in a modern language. We offer a 5-year warranty period including unit transfers within Nairobi. For more information, visit our showroom at Chester House, Lotus Street, Nairobi. New Line Limited, your success partner.
Floma, professional makeup.
Does your exterior complement your interior? Everyone needs a home that is inspired by nature. At Yenbo Limited, we offer durable, energy-efficient and affordable UPVC windows in attractive colors. Visit us at Wall Street Business Park off Mombasa Road. Yenbo UPVC windows, your desire, our challenge.
New Line Limited, we offer current, stylish, state-of-the-art kitchen and wardrobe appliances tailored to suit your preference. We offer unit transfers within Nairobi. Let your kitchen stand out today by visiting us at Chester House, Lotus Street. Your comfort and satisfaction comes first.
Floma, professional makeup.